Hi, and welcome to the Soulful Sales podcast. We are kicking off with a manifesto of what soulful sales means to me and what I hope it will mean for you and the world. Welcome to the Soulful Sales Show, where we talk about believing in the value of your offers, getting them in front of your right people, and selling more of what you do in your unique way. Hi, it's Ruth Poundwhite here, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Soulful Sales podcast. So if you have found yourself here, then you may well already be in my world and familiar with my journey. But in case you don't know, here is a little bit about me and my selling journey. I have been an online business owner since 2008. I started out as a very scared, unconfident, and anxious 21-year-old. Back then, I mistakenly thought that ambition had to look a certain way, or that I had to market the way that other people told me to market to make a success of it all. Spoiler alert, I did make a success of it all, but not in the way that I thought I had to. I figured out how to sell and launch like me, how to run my business like me, and that was really the only way it could ever work for me. In the end, in the name of doing what was really right for me, I actually ended up quitting that successful copywriting business to follow what was in my heart, which was supporting other business owners like you to figure out their way to sell, to launch, to do business, and ultimately to express themselves as unique humans in their business. Selling to me actually became a beautiful thing, not something that I wished I could avoid or that always had to be hard, but something I got to enjoy in and of itself, not just as a means to an end. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about the manipulative, shame-based selling that fails to really see the human that's being sold to. I am talking about getting well compensated for life and world-changing benefits of the work that we offer. I'm talking about stepping out of our comfort zones in the name of something that is in our heart and that we know can benefit other people, and growing ourselves as individuals as a result once we allow ourselves to fully trust and own the value of our work. I am talking about staying true to our values by creating meaningful and authentic connection with the right people, about listening to them, empathizing with them, and building relationships that really last. And if you are here listening to me talk about all of this, then I know that this stuff matters to you too, and that you have a bigger vision for your life and business beyond the transaction that selling leads to. And maybe you are at the earlier stages of your journey and wondering how to build up the confidence you need to take up space and sell regularly. Maybe you've been at this for a while and you want to elevate what it is that you do, creating an easier and more impactful sales process for yourself. No matter what stage of business you are at, it is time to throw out the sales rules and to find your own path to greater income and therefore greater impact with your work. A way that feels like you and that stretches you, because every time we stretch, we learn and we grow. This isn't about doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. It's about building on what you learn about yourself and your feelings, the strategies that worked and the ones that didn't. It's about fun, play, creativity, and experimentation in the way that you sell. It's about being willing to try and fail and do it all again and again in the name of ultimately creating something more incredible than you ever could have imagined. To not just dream about the business you want to create, but to become the business owner who already has what it takes. And spoiler alert, you are already that business owner underneath all of the fears and all of the conditioning. In the end, I believe that soulful selling is not just about making a sale. It is about making a difference. It's about using our gifts and our talents, as hard as it can be to see them for what they are sometimes, to help other people succeed or to live better lives, whatever that might look like for them. And that is what we are going to do on the Soulful Sales podcast, finding not just the strategy that works for your business, but the one that works for your mind and your body too. So are you with me? Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Soulful Sales. If you have a moment to rate and review, know that it really does make a difference. And if you'd like to carry on the conversation, then you can connect with me on Instagram at Ruth Poundwhite, sign up to my newsletter at ruthpoundwhite.com/newsletter, or my personal favorite, join me inside the low ticket membership at ruthpoundwhite.com/membership. And keep doing what you're doing because your work really does matter.